Hi, I would like to give a presentation on impact of the RT Act within a public authority organization towards employee-employer engagement, a case study. Agenda points are introduction, RT Act and FIR related to cybercrime in an organization between employer and employee, conclusions, finally references. Introduction. Right to Information Act 2005 is a landmark legislation made in India. Passed by the Government of India, it is one of the most powerful tools for using in good governance. It came into force on the 12th October 2005, 120th day of its enactment on 15th June 2005. It mandates timely response to citizen requests for government information. RT Act and FIR related to cybercrime in an organization between employer and employee. The images in the figure 1.1 and 1.2 given below details the complaint to a university VC, Vice Chancellor, and an SHO of a PS with regard to a complaint that brought to light the case of an undesirable organized group called J&H Jack, which abused that academic institution violate of Prevention of Abuse of State Emblem of India Act 2005 and Sedition Law. What interests us is that neither the university authorities nor the police took any remedial initiatives despite the representation. As a result, the academic entertainment was vitiated. Towards the remedy, as mentioned in Figure 2, the informant submitted RTA application to the ACP Kukatpalli Division, Cyberabad Commissionerate. ACP directed the RTA letter to the Inspector of Police, who responded that no case was registered in this regard. As the issue was pursued, finally an FIR was registered against the unregistered organization group J&H Jack as available in Figure 3. Another approach was adopted to record the issue to make the stand effective by presenting a research paper and to elicit expert opinion in the matter. The university authorities were reluctant to respond with regard to the matter. Later, in LR number 436 K2 Cyberabad Police 2014 dated 18/11/2014, the Inspector of Police communicated about a person who was arrested with regard to the case and released after the culprit furnished sureties. So the police department communication does not dwell upon the sedition law violation at all. In Figure 4, the RTA applicant author pursues with the university with regard to the relationship between the fake government of Telangana versus J&H and the genuine government of Telangana that is prevailing on the basis of parliament enacted law. The register responds that the information asked by the author RTA applicant is not clear. On appeal by the author applicant, the rector asks the PIO to furnish information within 3 days, but in vain. An earlier issue of experience deserves mention here. With regard to the complaint number 4778 SIC LTK 2013, Lam Tanitya Kumari, the State Information Commissioner, AP Information Commission ruled in the division noticed that the section 20 of 2 of RTA Act will entitle the recommendation of disciplinary action against the PIO to the higher authorities, and that show cause notice would be served to the PIO as to why penalty should not be imposed on him under section 21 of the RTA Act, and personal appearance to the VC JNTU to give detailed explanation in the case for not furnishing the information within the stipulated time of 30 days. Despite the same, the university authority lapses later on too. This page represents complaint to the VC, J&H and SHO KVHBPS in the third week February 2013. This is page 2 of the complaint to the VC, J&H, SHO KVHBPS in the third week February 2013. So this figure 2 represents RT application to the ACP Kukatpalli Division, Madhapur Zone, Cyberabad Commissionerate. And this figure 3 represents the FIR 53 by 2014 in KBHP PS Kukatpalli Division, Madhapur Zone, Cyberabad Commissionerate. And this figure 4 represents an RTA application of the author to elicit attested information with regard to the JNTH relationships with the fake government of Telangana versus with the Parliament enacted government of Telangana. Conclusion: RTA Act 2005 is a priceless, effective instrument for the employee to remedy the lack of probity in the organizational administration by engaging the employer to ensure positive organizational behavior. These are the references we used for this. Thank you.